As you lead the adoption of GenAI in your organization, your success depends not just on leveraging AI's capabilities, but on managing its risks responsibly. GenAI brings extraordinary power, but it also introduces complex vulnerabilities that traditional security frameworks were not designed to handle. In this lecture, you'll learn how to build effective GenAI risk mitigation strategies and how to apply the emerging NIST AI risk management framework to guide your governance, security, and ethical practices around artificial intelligence. When you deploy or integrate GenAI systems, your first responsibility is to identify and manage the unique risks associated with AI models. You cannot assume that standard IT controls are enough. GenAI risk mitigation must address four major areas. First, you must implement prompt and output controls. You need to validate inputs carefully to prevent prompt injection attacks and continuously monitor outputs to detect harmful or unexpected responses. Input sanitization and output filtering must be baked into your architecture. Second, you must lead the way in securing training data and protecting model integrity. This means vetting your data sources, tracking data provenance, and applying strict controls to prevent training data poisoning. Your teams must treat training data sets as critical assets, just like production databases. Third, you must enforce tight access controls around AI models. API endpoints, fine-tuned models, and integrated plugins should be protected using authentication, rate limiting, encryption, and anomaly detection. Protecting the AI supply chain is non-negotiable. Finally, you must monitor AI systems continuously. Drift in model behavior, abuse of LLM outputs, and signs of model extraction attacks must be detected in real time. Visibility and auditing must be applied not just to traditional infrastructure, but to the AI's behavior itself. As a leader, you must orchestrate all of these layers, not as one-time efforts, but as continuous living security processes that evolve alongside your AI deployments. To lead GenAI adoption with discipline, you should align your risk mitigation strategies with the NIST AI Risk Management Framework. This framework, developed by the National Institute of Standards and Technology, provides a structured way to govern and manage risks unique to AI systems. When you apply the NIST AI Risk Management Framework to your organization, you must focus on embedding four core functions across every stage of your AI system's lifecycle. First, you need to govern. This means establishing clear policies, roles, responsibilities, and oversight structures specifically for managing AI risks. As a leader, you are responsible for ensuring that AI projects have visible, accountable governance from the very beginning, not just when something goes wrong. Next, you must map your AI systems properly. You cannot afford to deploy GenAI blindly. You must thoroughly document the intended use cases, the data flows, the model architectures, and the stakeholders involved. Mapping gives you clarity on what the AI system is doing, where it's operating, and who it impacts, allowing you to anticipate risks early rather than react to problems later. You also need to measure AI risk systematically. This isn't just about technical vulnerabilities. It's about building metrics and methods to assess social and ethical risks too, including fairness, bias, accountability, transparency, and explainability. If you can't measure risk, you cannot manage it, and that's why measurement must be a formal, continuous part of your AI development and deployment processes. Finally, you must manage those risks actively over time. You are not done once a model is deployed. You must implement risk controls, corrective actions, incident response plans, and continuous improvement processes to ensure that identified risks are mitigated throughout the entire lifecycle of the AI system. As a cybersecurity and AI leader, it's your responsibility to make sure these four functions govern, map, measure, and manage are not occasional exercises, but deeply integrated into the daily reality of how your organization innovates with GenAI. Your leadership role is to apply these functions rigorously. You must build security, ethics, compliance, and business alignment into AI projects from the very beginning, not after problems emerge. The AI RMF also emphasizes flexibility. It is designed to work across different industries, levels of risk, and maturity stages. Whether you're building GenAI tools internally or adopting them from third-party vendors, you must apply the framework proportionally based on the system's risk profile. You will never eliminate all risks in GenAI systems. AI is inherently probabilistic and dynamic. But as a security and business leader, your goal is not perfection. It's responsible, transparent, continuous risk management. The organizations that succeed with GenAI will not be the ones that fear it or the ones that ignore its dangers. They will be the ones that govern it thoughtfully, build protections into every layer, and adapt as the landscape evolves. So, what's your leadership takeaway? GenAI risk mitigation isn't a side project. It's a leadership imperative. By embedding controls around data, prompts, outputs, APIs, and model monitoring, and by aligning your strategy with the NIST AI risk management framework, you show your organization how to innovate safely. When you lead with transparency, governance, and resilience, you turn GenAI into a competitive advantage instead of a liability.